I'm here in Kampala, Uganda with Sarah Sebyala, and we're actually standing right next to the house in which her grandfather lived and in which her father grew up. The house right behind us is actually well over 120 years old, probably. So it's really neat to be here to see where Sarah's family came from. I know her father, and so to see where he grew up. But when Sarah's grandfather passed away, he left this land to her father, and her father has given this land to her. And she has a vision for how to use this land. And Sarah, I'd like you to share with people, what's the vision that you have for this land?
God has given me a dream to raise children in this generation, children who have lost their parents to AIDS, to war, and to other causes of death. And these kids are left abandoned, and they don't have a place to live, they don't have a place to stay, they don't have a mama. And God has called me with a simple mission to be mother to these children. And that is what I want to do. But as every mother, I need a place to raise my children that the Lord has given to me. Currently, He has given me 400 kids that are under my care, and these kids need education. They need a safe place that they can be raised up and be discipled to grow up into useful citizens of the country of Uganda, and also to grow up as ministers of the word in this country. And so this land is a great opportunity to start as a starting off place to bring these children to live. Right now we are operating the church ministry at Calvary Temple, but as the church grows we need to move because they need their land for their own development. But we have this place to move the kids. In this place we want to build a school, a boarding school that can house 300 children in the primary section. In this place we will be able to have our kids live with us. We'll be able to feed them, clothe them, give them the health care they need, and also to educate them as we plan on building a village for them where we can raise them up in smaller home units. So there's a transition place for them. First, just to keep them in a safe environment, in a school environment, as we prepare the children's village for them.
Wow, so this vision is not just something that's a ways off, but it's already in process. You said you have 400 children already?
Yeah, yes.
And that's in Kitentale?
In Kitentale. We have 400 children in Kitentale that come every morning. They come to school at 6 in the morning to 6 p.m. at night. We keep them at school and feed them one meal a day and give them an education and also disciple them there. But that facility is not adequate for us to do everything we need to do for these children, because these children need more than school. They need a place to sleep, because some of them don't have a place to sleep at all. And so they have to sleep in the classrooms on the desks. And so we want to do more for them. That's why we want to come to this place and put up decent buildings for them, decent classrooms for them, and give them the kind of life that your children and my children deserve to have.
Wow, so it's already in process. We have 400 kids in Kitentale. We have 2.5 and maybe even up to 4.5 acres right here.
Right.
Okay, but what do we need to do to begin to make the transition? What do you need to do to start to develop and to prepare this place for the children?
Well, we thank God that the land has been given to us by my father, who is also encouraging me and also living as a grandfather to these kids, which is another privilege that we have. So what we need now is we need the money to start the construction.
How much money are we talking about?
Because it's a transition place, with $100,000 to put up classroom facilities and dormitory facility, a kitchen facility and offices for 300 primary school children.
Wow, okay, so that's the first step.
That's the first step.
And then the plan is that we'll grow from there.
Yeah, we begin to grow and expand, and this is just a transition into a village, because we want a beautiful place for these children to live, to play, and to enjoy life, and to be raised into the citizens of Uganda that will change the history of this country.
I don't know if you can hear it, but just as we stand here and we're doing this interview, you hear all the different birds and different animals and all kinds of things. This is truly a beautiful place. There's papaya, and it looks like banana, and all kinds of just beautiful vegetation. It's a truly beautiful place. And you said, now, you mentioned a number. You said $100,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the goal. Where are you right now? What have you been able to raise? What have you been able to accomplish?
Regarding this land, we have obtained the land. And so what we need now, we just need from the first dollar to begin building, to get the first break and to get everything done with this land.
And so that's the way that people can be involved in this project then?
Yes. We need people to give the money. We need the people to tell the story of these children to other people. So we need people who can give and also people who can tell others about the children in Uganda that need help, that need a home to live, and also to tell about Mama Sarah who needs a home to raise her children.
Now, let's say somebody watching this, their heart is really stirred by what they're hearing. Is there some place, maybe on the internet or at an address or something, that they could find out more information about what you're doing in Touch Ministries?
Yes, we have a website, It Takes a Child, www.ittakesachild.com. So you can go to that website and look out. And we also have another website that's friendsoftouch.org.
So www.ittakesachild.com.
Yes.
And www.friendsoftouch.org.
Yes.
Great. So 2 websites that people can check out. Sarah, is there anything else that you would like to say to the people who are watching this and who may be in a position to help, to pray, to stand with you in any way?
What I want to say to them is this dream is very big. We are just starting with 300 children, but the actual number of children that we want to reach out is 1,000 children. It's because we want to see this country change, we want to see our generation change, and we can only do it through these children by giving them a chance. I would like you to know that these children are so full of potential. When you talk to them, they tell you they want to be doctors, they want to be nurses, some of them want to be president, they want to be pilots, they want to be all these big things, but that can't happen except you and I give them a chance.
I want to encourage you. I've been coming to Africa for over 10 years, and this country is a place to make an investment. Different nations in Africa, different types of struggles, different types of issues, but this nation has really seen a turnaround in the last 10 years, overcoming the generations of Obote and Amin, and then Obote again, presidents who really devastated this nation with their policies and their practices. But this country is on the rebound. It's amazing what's happening here. Even the devastation of AIDS and HIV that came to this country, that has brought so many of the orphans to the position they're in now, is really being dealt with. I'm not saying that it's resolved, but it is definitely improving, and that is not something that you can say about every African nation. This is an amazing place to make an investment. This is an amazing lady to make an investment with. These are precious children to invest into their lives, and I've seen them, I've held them, I've played with them, I've seen them going to school, and I want to encourage anyone watching this that this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to invest in the future of a child, the future of a nation, the future of the kingdom of God. Because I know Sarah and Stephen Sebiala, they're not just raising children. They're not just raising children to make them successful pilots and presidents and all of the other things you heard her say. First and foremost, they're raising children who will be members of the kingdom of God and who will be ministers of the gospel. And whatever walks of life you find them in the future, they're going to be there as a testimony and a witness for Jesus Christ. This is good ground in which to sow. Thank you for watching. God bless you for listening. And continue to pray for Sarah Sebiala and Friends of Touch Ministry. Thank you.
Thank you.